Hi, I'm Annika Fassett, and I'm with Coach Brie Brennan, who is in her second season leading the women's basketball team. So thanks for sitting down with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about the upcoming season, a little bit about last season with your best season finish since 2008-2009. And you had senior Sydney Mills graduating with one of the most successful careers in Charger women's basketball history. So you want to talk a little bit about your season? And
Yeah, absolutely. Last season was fun, it was challenging, but it was so rewarding too. We definitely were struck with some adversity, but I think through that we came even stronger as a group, which was awesome. To finish with such a strong finish as well was just, it was a blast, especially for that group of 3 seniors too, who had really seen the program go from not very great to, again, back-to-back conference tournament appearances was really, really special. So that was awesome. I think the way we started clicking towards the end of it was really impressive as well. Again, started off with, some more losses in the beginning of the season, but really just focused on continuing to keep getting better day in, day out, and just really focusing on the journey, which ended up paying off for us. So it was so fun.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, graduating Sydney Mills is never easy. Not only was she a leader in multiple stat columns, but she was also a leader for us for multiple years now. And so it's not going to be easy to replace her. But the good thing is we don't just need one person to do it. I think the challenge is for each of our players to step up a little bit so that we can kind of help replenish all the things that she did for us. But she'll forever be in the record books, and we're just so proud of her and the way she handled her entire career. It was never about her. It was always about the team. So it's even that much sweeter when the accolades come along. But really, she was just so selfless in everything she did.
Yeah. So looking at this year, you have all GMAC player Lauren McDonald leading the team as a senior this year, along with Kendall, Caitlin, and Ashley. What are you looking for out of them to kind of continue the trend that you guys are on?
Yeah, absolutely. I think having a larger senior group this year is really exciting. And I want to say, can't forget about Carly Callahan either.
Yes.
She's been an incredible leader. Fortunately not on the court last year, but we're excited to get that whole group this year going. They've put in a tremendous amount of work since their freshman year, and the majority of them saw substantial minutes their freshman year because we needed them. And so it's been such a cool, just unique journey for them to get to this point of, putting in so much work and effort into getting our program in the right direction. And so, the expectation is they know what the standard needs to be, but now it's challenging themselves even more and then bringing everyone else along with them. So, they're pretty hungry, which is exciting, but again, the challenge is going to be, hold that standard even higher now that we've gotten to where we've gotten to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about some of your younger players, like Annalise and Sydney Panasic? What are you looking for out of them to be larger leadership roles on the team?
Yeah, so last year, Annalise, Savannah, and Sid all got some pretty crucial minutes for our team, which was exciting to see. I think all 3 of those girls can really help us this year, especially in the rebounding aspect. Sid playing a little bit of the forward and guard spot, Annalise playing the guard spot, but really being one of the stronger players in the conference, and then Savannah coming in at that forward spot for us. All 3 of them have a knack for rebounding, and so it's just challenging them night in and night out to step up there. And then again on the defensive end too. So we're really excited to see them. They've got a whole year of game experience under their belt, and so now there's going to be a little bit of comfortability with the pace and with the things that we're trying to accomplish. And so excited to see them hit the ground running and really have a big impact this year.
Yeah, and your 4 newcomers, how are you going to incorporate them into your program as well this year?
Yeah, exciting to have a group of 4 freshmen coming in. 2 of them are sisters, so Amelia and Magdalena are twins from the Illinois area. We've got Sarah from Wisconsin, and then Ellie from the Columbus area, and we're just so excited for the way we've already kind of seen them mesh into the rest of the team, so that's been super exciting. But from a basketball standpoint, all 4 of them are very, very competitive individuals, and so to have 4 freshmen come in that are just extremely competitive, and they're hungry and they're ready to get after it is huge. huge because then when we start practice, there's just no drop off, right? And it just helps push us forward even more. And so, not only are they competitive, but they're also very confident in the skills that they're really good at. So they know their strengths, and they know the things that they need to work on, and they're not afraid to show those day in and day out. And having a couple practices before our Greece trip was really fun to see how they're meshing and just how it all worked, and just could not have us more excited. I think the Greece trip was also just huge for them to feel acclimated with our group right away and kind of see their personalities start to come out sooner than they would, if we were just starting school like any other normal year.
Yeah, so in your conference, looking at the schedule this year, you've Ashland, obviously very elite on a national scale, and Kentucky Wesleyan returning as another national contender. What are you looking to do to be successful in the conference that graduated a lot of experience but still has a ton of depth and experience?
Yeah, so the conference is going to look quite a bit different this year, losing some key players, but the GMAC is always going to be challenging. So, I think you see that in the standings and the way our conference finishes every year is, it's almost like 4 through 9 are just battling, 4 through 10 sometimes are just battling for a spot in the conference play. And so we know that we're going to have to be ready to go every single night regardless of who we're playing. And I think that's going to be the focus, is just taking it one game at a time and really using our strengths, knowing the things that we do well as we head into each game. But we've got our sights set on some pretty impressive things this year. We've already been able to talk about some standards and goals as a program since we did have those extra days before our trip. And our girls are definitely getting excited to reach those. And so, again, getting to nail down some of those things and, look to, okay, this is where we got our program and here's where we want to go. How quickly can we do that? Is just awesome. So we're excited to compete and try to be, as close to the top as we can this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me. You guys kick off your home conference schedule in November, correct? So that'll be awesome. We look forward to watching you play, and go Chargers.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate the support.
Yeah.